somebody that struggles to sleep, then this is the video for you. I've got 5 top tips in kind of how you can maybe make these little tweaks to help you fall asleep easier of an evening. Sleep is so important in our lives, but I think sometimes what we do is we take it for granted because it's just something that we have to do. The thing is though, from the moment we wake up, and okay, we might hit the snooze button a couple of times, but from the moment we wake up until we actually go to sleep again at night, we're constantly on the go. And even if you think that there's those moments of downtime where you're relaxing or you're switched off because you're just watching TV or you're just gaming or you're just on your phone, I know that that is downtime, but that's nothing compared to sleep, because your eyes are still soaking in colour and light and movement. Your ears are still taking in sound. So sometimes that complete rest isn't actually until we get it, until we go to sleep. And the thing is though, if you've struggled with sleep previously, then that can sometimes interfere in our mindset because, I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. And that can have a knock-on effect as well. Okay, so let's go with some top tips. Let's dive straight in there. My first one is I want you to eat right at night. Now, with eating right at night, is that it's not only should you be eating the right foods, but for me, a biggie is that if you are somebody that is going to go to bed at roughly the same time each night, make sure that you're not eating just before you go to bed. And if you are somebody that eats late at night, then make sure it's nothing too heavy, because that's just going to play havoc on your digestive system. So it's just about making sure that you eat light and that you have enough time for your digestive system to actually process what you've had for dinner. Because there is nothing worse than going and laying down when you've got a belly full of food. So just make sure that you eat right at night. My second top tip, this is so hard. Don't nap during the day. Now, if you're somebody that is going to be shouting at me until you're blue in the face, Jo, I can't sleep at night, I can't sleep at night. But if you're going to tell me that you're napping during the day, then that could be a massive factor in why you're not sleeping at night. If you are somebody that really struggles with sleeping and you are so tired during the day, then if you are going to have a nap, let it be a power nap, okay? Make sure that you don't allow your body to go into a deep sleep. Top tip here, maybe a bit too much information, but we're going to go with it. One of the best things that you can do if you're going to have a nap during the day is drink quite a bit of water or squash before you go for your nap, because there is nothing worse than your alarm going off and you being in that daze where you can just keep going and drifting back to sleep. However, if you need a wee, then you know what I mean. You've got to get up and you've got to go for your wee. But make sure that it's nothing more than 20 minutes for that sleep, because like I just said, you don't want to allow yourself to fall into a deep sleep where it interferes with your REM. So just a quick, light power nana nap. My third top tip is I want you to create downtime before bedtime. Okay, now this is the opportunity where you really can get to almost create your own sleep routine. You kind of create your own bedtime. And with that, it's about making sure that you have these maybe little rituals that you do in order for you to tell yourself that you are getting ready for bed. You are getting ready to go to sleep. You are telling your mind what you want it to do shortly. And whether that is maybe having a bath or a shower, getting into your pajamas, brushing your teeth, it might even be having a hot drink, like something like milk. Don't have caffeine, but it's about just making sure that you create that routine for you before you go to bed. One of my top tips, if you are somebody that cannot sleep, with your downtime, allow yourself to just gently get prepared for the next day. And I say gently without going kind of all guns blazing, but just gently get your uniform out, get your outfit out the night before, or pack your bag. Let that be kind of your downtime where you're getting yourself organised for the next day. Therefore, you've got less stress the next day because you're being prepared. But it's also allowing yourself to know that this is because you're getting ready for bed. And with that, it's about making sure that when you're doing that you are ready for bed. So you have taken off your makeup, or you have got your hair ready to go to sleep. You have got your pajamas. Just so then you're ready for that downtime in order for bedtime. Another top tip is, and this isn't rocket science, is that cut out caffeine. And with that, it's just being aware that caffeine and alcohol, they are kind of like, they're what make your brain fire up. So if you're going to have a caffeine drink or tea or coffee before you go to bed, or at least a few hours before bed, even if it's caffeine free, that can have an effect with you trying to go to sleep, or at least with your sleep, with the quality and the quantity of your sleep. So it's just about making sure that you reduce your caffeine. And my final one is the importance about creating a restful sleeping environment. Where you go to sleep at night matters, and ideally it would be great if this is a place that you feel safe in this bedroom. Now, what I'd encourage you to do is to make sure, if you can, make sure it's a dark room. I know we're up against it with summer coming up, but make sure it's a dark room. It's easy for you to go to sleep, by the way, if you're feeling too cold in that room than if your body's too hot. So that really does make a difference. The other thing that I want you to bear in mind is screen time. Your phones, your tablets, your iPads, your gaming devices, they have this blue light, okay? This blue light that it produces, it emits. And with that, this stops the sleepy hormone, melatonin, from creeping in. Now, with that, I'd encourage you to just have screen-free time. Ideally, half an hour, if not an hour, before bed. And what I'd also encourage you to do is to stop using your phone, turn the torch on, and then you can use that almost as a lamp. That, again, like I said earlier, is you telling yourself, you're telling your mind, I'm getting ready for bed. It's kind of one of those instant things for some people is reading, just allows them to calm down. It might be music, but again, just make sure that the type of music you're listening to is the right type of music. Because sometimes if we're listening to lyrics, then we might be going to sleep listening to lyrics and kind of repeat that in our head. But yes, just create that oasis, that calm place of where you can go to sleep. There you have it. There's just some ideas, but if you're going to bed like this, I must go to sleep, you're up against it. Also, side note, that if you've been lying there for 20 minutes and you still can't go to sleep, then also what I'd encourage you to do is to get up, and whether that's to go and make yourself maybe some hot milk or a cold drink, or maybe to go to the toilet, or just to wash your hands, or just to open the window and get some fresh air, just so then you can hit reset, tell your brain again what you want it to do, to then go back to sleep, okay, then to go back to bed. Because if not, this is going to achieve nothing. So even if that means turning on the light maybe and reading, it's just about you having that opportunity to hit the reset button. So yeah, I've got so many, I just want to throw them at you, but I can't. I run out of time. But just know this, you're not on your own, okay? I'm here. And if you've got any ideas or tips that really work for you when it comes to sleeping, then please leave them in the comment section, because it's always so helpful for other people. So yeah, stay awesome, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.